my goodness, I was playing on my computer back there and lost track of time. Anyways, good morning and welcome to my Facebook Live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning at 9 a.m. I'm Kristina Reese, and I have a really great card for you today. But before I do that, I want to ask you, or I'm not going to ask you, I'm going to tell, never mind. To keep your creative flame bright, we're going to enter card sketch challenges. Yes, okay, so that kind of came off real rough and bumpy this morning. Anyways, the title of today's video is Use Sketch Challenges to Spark Your Inspiration. And I have a great card sketch challenge from a website. Good morning, Kim. Card sketch challenge from sundaystamps.blogspot.com, and it looks like every week she does a challenge, and it's really great if you check it out. Anyways, we're going to be using her challenge today, and she has them all labeled. Let me bring this up so you can see it better. Sunday Stamps Challenge 202. So this is her 202nd challenge. That's pretty amazing. Anyways, and then there it is, sundaystamps.blogspot.com. Okay, so that is what we're doing today. But before we do that, I want to tell you, let me move over to this. We are going to be using this new paper that's in the new catalog. I love it. It's the Flowers for Every Season. Isn't that fun? I love this card pack. It is a 6x6 card pack. And what's awesome is one side has the flowers, and then the other side has a solid, one of the new in colors. They have little bit of design on them, but they're solid for the most part. Well, that one's striped, but it's the cinnamon cider. And then, oh, I take that back. That's leaves. That's not solid at all. There we go. Green with some polka dot. That's just jade. And there's some more flowers. There is the bumblebee with monochromatic flowers. There's just jade leaves, monochromatic. There's roses with the bumblebee. There's the bumblebee with just pretty much solid, just has some little white squiggles on it. There's blue with polka dots, more flowers. And then there's the cinnamon cider with that, and more polka dots. So, wow, great paper. Now, you could get a half a pack of this, plus the in color enamel dots, and enough material to make 10 cards, 2 of each design. This is my June card class. And how it works is there's a link on my blog under classes and events, and you'll see Celebrating Sunflower Card Class by Mail. And you pay the PayPal price, and there's 3 different choices because you can get the stamp set with it, or you can get the stamp set and the die with it, or you could just get the tutorial. But for the base price, you would get half a pack of this paper, these enamel dots, and all the material to make 10 cards, 2 of each design. And so I just wanted to mention that. We are highlighting this paper today. So I'm going to put these cards to the side. And the paper that we're going to use is the sunflower one, if I can find it. Here it is. We're going to be using this paper today. So isn't that pretty? I love it. Let me bring it up so you can see it really close. Awesome, huh? All right, so let me put that to the side. The first thing that we're going to do on this card sketch, and I'm just going to put this card sketch right there. That's a good place for it. Is we have 3 rectangles that are matted on a card base. So I measured it out, and it comes out to be, the base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's the base, and I'm using the cinnamon cider to bring out the center of the sunflowers. Okay, then you need the mat for the designer paper, and all I did I use the solid designer paper in the pack instead of using cardstock. And these are cut out 1.5 by 3 3/4, and they just go right there. Whoops, get my card back in the film there. Then the designer paper, whoops, get those out of the way. The designer paper is at 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. And those just go right on top like that. All right, so that's the base, that's the foundation of the card sketch. Now the next part is doing a sentiment. And I'm using the tailored tag, and I've also got some leaves here so that I punched out. So let me first make sure I've got everything mentioned here. All right, the sentiment and the punch. So we do need to stamp the sentiment. And I've picked, this sentiment is from the new stamp set, Many Mates. And so these are for the inside and these are for the outside. So just thinking of you, I don't know, it could be anything. Just thinking of you on your retirement, just thinking of you, today is all about you, I'm glad you were born. There's just tons of great sentiments in this set, and it's just called Many Mates. So I have the Just Thinking of You, and I do not have the new In Color ink pads yet. They should be here in a couple of days, but until then I had to find an ink that was similar to the Misty Moonlight, and this Seaside Spray from last year's In Colors is pretty good. It's not exactly the same, it just coordinates. So I'm gonna ink up my stamp and just put that in the middle there. Okay, and let me show you what I mean by it. So Misty Moonlight is darker, but the Seaside Spray does complement it. It goes well with it. So put this ink away. It looks like it's just you, Kim, this morning. Where are all my other fans? All right, here we go. This is the tailored punch, and I just stick that on there. Okay, and punch it out. And I also went ahead and punched out this, but this piece we are going to cut in half so that you can see it behind the sentiment. And I keep moving over there. I need to be further over here. There we go. So we're going to, I know you can't see that very well. Let me get a piece of scratch paper here so you can see better. There we go. So you can see how that's going to be like that. And you know what else? It is very dark. Hold on, let me put a light on. My little circle light. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So we're going to cut this in half, just right down the center. It doesn't have to be exact because it's going to be back behind the sentiment here. So I want to take my tape runner and put some tape here and here. And what we're doing is we're going to let like, about 1/8 of an inch show at the top. Okay, and then, whoops, about 1/8 of an inch show at the bottom. Okay, and there we go. So, cool, huh? All right, let's go ahead and put all of this together. So, let me show you how I best did this. I take my 3 base mats, and it's going to be about, so what you do is you can see the distance here on the side. When you center it, you want about that much up there also. So, and you could do the top and the bottom one first. Okay, so about right there. Okay, and then do the bottom one. Oops, I'm out of tape runner. Oh, great. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. Presto changeo. Yeah, be sure when you're working, you want to make sure you always have refills of your adhesives available, because it is no fun to be in the middle of a project and run out of adhesive and have to go to the, well, if you order online, it's going to take a while for it to get here. So you definitely want to always remember to get refills. There we go. All right, so we're there, and So same thing. We at the top we kind of centered it, and at the bottom. Okay. And now that we have these two, we can center this one in between. Oops, come on. There we go. And that looks good. Okay, awesome, huh? Now we just center these on top of that. Why is this not running? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Don't play this game with me, please. It's not, like, moving. It, like, broke. Oh, no. What the heck? Oh, my goodness. Oh, why me? All right, well, we'll just go to liquid glue. I'm not going to mess with that. Hey, Barbara, how are you doing, girl? I haven't seen you on here in a while. Oh, okay, we are seriously having issues this morning. All right, come on, glue. There we go. Okay. Okay, now these just center in the middle of the bumblebee mat. Okay, that's pretty simple. And last one. Okay. Now, once we have this part done, oops, come on. I've got one of my hairs in there. I'm just definitely having a morning this morning. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have the base of our card put together. So there it is. Isn't that pretty? Just real simple. And I just took the colors from the designer paper. That is why I love staying with one company. Whatever company you use, just use their colors, and you never have to worry about the colors not matching because the company uses the same colors all over their products. All right, so our Just Thinking of You is going to go here, and then I also have some cute green leaves. This is our little leaf punch here. This punch, and then there's another one that's twigs, need to be in your repertoire, your card making repertoire, because when you layer sentiments, it is so fun to stick little things coming out from underneath it like this. Okay, and the sprigs are good too, so you definitely want these leaves. Let's we're going to turn this over though and glue the leaves on the back, because where's my glue? We're also going to be putting some twine back here, so I want a little glue here and a little glue down here. There we go. All right, and then get the leaves here. A little shaky this morning. Come on. Well, I'll just turn it over then. Okay, that should be good. And then this one. Turn it that way. Okay, there we go. So we have our leaves sticking out like that. Now we're going to put some twine back there. And the way I do twine is I use a tape runner, and because my tape runner is out, I'm going to be in trouble here. Hold on. I have tear and tape. That'll work. When you're in a pinch, you just use whatever you can. There we go. All right, so I'm just putting some tear and tape back here since my tape runner's not working. I hope I can fix that later. Oh, who is that? Oh, good, you're good. Okay, Barbara. I don't like the delay on the comments. It's like, I'm sure you typed that quite a while ago, but I just now saw it. But I'm glad you're doing well, Barbara. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have one piece of adhesive on there. Let's try another piece. This is just taking a lot longer than it should. Okay. How many minutes have we gone? Well, we've only gone 15 minutes. We're pretty good. Come on. Come on. Get up. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. There we go. Now, you take your twine. Where is my twine? Here it is. And just pull some out. Okay. And we're just going to wrap it on our fingers to make a fairly big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. And cut that off. All right. Now, what we do here is, all right, let me put this down on this side. There we go. And then put this part over here on this side. Okay. And then when you flip it over, you've got the string coming out. Isn't that fun? It just makes it more interesting than just putting the sentiment on there. I love layering. All right, now we're going to do some dimensionals to pop this up on our card, and we will be done. All right, so the card sketch, I'm going to pull that back out here in just a sec to show you how we kind of got this a little bit more than just what was there. All right, here we go. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So pretty much I followed the sketch. I put the designer paper on mats and I did the base. I also had a shape that was this shape that she put in her sketch. You could have used a circle, you could have used a heart, anything. It didn't have to be a diamond shape, but I had that shape, so I used it. She has leaves coming out, and I went ahead and put leaves coming out because I was using floral paper that had leaves. That made sense. But I also added some twine back here. She didn't have that on her sketch. Sketches do not have to be exact. They are jumping off points. So, and I do have one more thing I'm going to add on here, and that is some bling. I love these new in color enamel dots. Oh my gosh, they're so fun. And we just pull them off here, and I'm trying to decide what color, if I should use the yellow, the brown, the blue, the green. I think I'm sticking with the yellow. All right, there we go. And if you don't have a piercing tool, a picket tool, these are very helpful when picking up dots that have adhesive on the back. Whoops. I'm going to try this again. All right, there we go. And we put one there. And then I'm just going to put one on the other side. So it'll look like these enamel dots are like they're like tacks holding the thing down. All right, we are done. I hope you liked that. All right, just for a quick review. Oh, so this lesson today was about how to get your creativity juices, your mojo back for creating. And so I told you find some card sketch challenges, and Sunday Stamps is great, but there's many card sketch challenges. Just Google and you'll find tons of people who sponsor card sketch challenges. Hey, Teresa. Oh, yeah. Teresa, I'll catch you up real quick on the review, or you can go back and rewatch it. But yeah, this was the card we made, and we made it from this sketch here. But my question for you is, what are some other ways when seems like all your cards are starting to look the same? What are some things that you all do to reignite, to flame that creative spark back? What are some things you do? So put those in the comment. And then also, if you're interested in the card class, remember you get half a pack of the Flowers for Every Season. You get the enamel dots, and you get all of the pieces to make these beautiful cards. There are 5 of them, and you get enough to make 2 of each. And that information is over on my blog. I'll put a link in the description for you. But my blog is creatingwithkristina.com, and up in the menu at the top, there's a drop-down menu for classes and events, and this is called Celebrating Sunflowers. card class by mail. It's an awesome class. And the deadline is Monday. I'm not taking any more orders after Monday because I have to get it all prepped and ready and sent to you so you can make your cards. And I love it. Okay, you all have a great weekend. I will be back here on Monday morning. I'm not doing it every day anymore. I'm only doing it 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope you got some value out of this. And if there's any other kind of tutorials that you would like me to show you, be sure to share that with me. You all have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.